It's another episode of The Outlaw of the College Football. I've been thinking about changing the name to The Outlaw of the Common Folk so I can talk about everything. Because, I get in trouble here sometimes. People get pissed off at me because I stray a little bit and talk about transgenders, you know, these men coming in, taking over women's sports. But tonight I just want to come in here and have a Saturday Night Live. I remember back in the day when we had those late night Saturday Night Lives, back in the wrestling days. Remember when they had that Saturday night main event real late at night, like 11 p.m., like Jesse Ventura and Gorilla Monsoon? That's the kind of party atmosphere I want to have up in here tonight. I watched the Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk fight tonight. With me and my son, we watched it earlier. It was actually very early in the day. And Usyk actually beat Tyson Fury. The fight started off normal enough. I mean, it was a slow start for Tyson Fury. First couple of rounds, I think he lost those rounds. And then in the middle of it, from like the third round to the eighth round, it looked like Tyson Fury was dominating. Then the ninth round happened. And he was basically lighting up Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury hit the ropes like 4 or 5 different ways. The only way he didn't fall is because he kept hitting the ropes. And he had him cornered in the corner, and the bell hadn't rung yet. They'll say the bell had rang, but it had not rang yet, and he was sort of in a slump state. And Usyk could have finished him off right there, but the referee, for some unexplained reason, steps in the middle of them and stops the fight and lets the bell ring. Because there was like, I'd say, 8 seconds left before the bell was supposed to ring. And he could have knocked him out. Instead, he gave him a standing 8 count, and the fight went on. But Usyk continued to dominate the rest of the fight and actually ended up coming back and winning that fight and beat Tyson Fury. Fred Bagley's in the house with his badge. Yes, it was fairly close for a while. The announcers even thought it might be a draw. One announcer that was doing the scoring had them 114-114. One of the announcers had it 115-112. It was a Spanish judge. The other one was 114-113 Tyson Fury. I think he was the Canadian. And the American judge gave it 114-113 to Usyk. So the United States put the old screwing on Tyson Fury. But he deserved to lose. He's acting like a clown in the middle of the fight because he thought he had it won. And he got what he deserved, in my opinion. And at the end of the fight, it sort of confused me, Fred. He was hugging the guy and kissed him on his forehead and shit before the announcement was made about the decision. And then when they made the decision, and they was interviewing him, he was saying, I think I won the fight, yada, yada, yada. But he made a little comment that made me lose a little bit of respect for Tyson. I know little Tyson's not all there sometimes. Something ain't quite right about Tyson Fury. You can see it in his eyes. But he said that he thought that they give him the win because his country was in the middle of a war, to help his country feel better about itself. The Ukrainian-Russian war. I just don't know if the judges had that playing in their head. It seems like a little bit of a reach and a little bit low blow Bush League shot by Tyson Fury to talk about a war such as that when there's thousands and thousands of people dying. But like I said, it's not really a surprise because Tyson Fury, he's a massive trash talker, but he's just a little unkiltered for me, just a little too unhinged, if you know what I mean. It ain't just that he smack talks, it's just he says randomly retarded shit. Like after the match, he also was like, after he got through saying how great a fight it was, he just randomly shouts, Happy New Year! I'm like, look at my son, is it December 31st? What the hell? Like I said, the guy overcome a lot of drug addictions and stuff in the past, and he had some mental illness issues. So something ain't right about Tyson Fury. But he is going to get his rematch. He's going to invoke the rematch clause that's going to be in October. And so they're going to get a rematch. He's going to fight Usyk. Not sure where, but there will be a rematch in the future for Tyson Fury to try to rectify that loss. And he may do that But in a way, I hope he don't. I hope he gets his ass handed to him again. Fred Bagley said, yeah, I heard he wants a rematch in October. That is true. That's what I heard as well. Scott Schrader's in the house. I haven't seen Scott in a while. He's a big Nebraska Cornhusker fan. Fury's taking too many hits to his cranium. Yeah, he's got a big-ass cranium for sure. So I won't guess it should hurt him too much, right? Talking about the fight tonight between Tyson Fury and Usyk. I don't know if you watched it or not.
No, I didn't watch it.
I just now started getting back into boxing here recently, with the Deontay Wilder. And a lot of the MMA stuff has tweaked my interest with Conor McGregor and all the shit that he does. So that's what we started off talking about. Basically, Usyk did beat Tyson Fury tonight in a decision.
Oh, wow.
Split decision. But yeah, Usyk is the first unified boxing champion in 25 years.
In
last
20?
one. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. They got 4 belts. They got so many damn belts.
Yeah.
It's hard to unify the some bitches. But he's the first unified champion since Lennox Lewis, if you remember that guy.
Yeah, 6'6". Yeah, I remember Lennox Lewis.
Dude, they had Lennox Lewis on the night. And, man, there's no excuses anymore for me not being right. Because this dude, he might be doing PEDs. I don't know. But this dude's 58 years old, man. He's just jacked, man.
No, Lennox Lewis is, you obviously watched Lennox Lewis, right?
Yeah.
He was humongous back in the day.